Their job is to convince you that what is wrong is right and what is right is wrong, yes? It is so funny when people try to make the argument that, once again, crystals, stones, etc., are this and that. You are made up of every single element that the earth is made up of. You are quite magnificently, naturally compatible with the earth and its materials, which means you can do anything. You can influence anything, yes? You can. It benefits them to tell you that this stuff is woo-woo so that they can harvest it all and use it for their own means. And that's why these military bases and such, these underground bases and such, are in highly magnetic places. Yes, naturally magnetic places. It works with their propulsion. They can move in and out of dimensions because this is interdimensional. I need all of you to understand this is interdimensional. I have done my own light experiments. I have exposed this, etc. So I'm not coming from a place of someone told me or this is something that no, this is stuff I have done myself, proven myself. Okay? It's quite frankly why I'm in a little interdimensional conundrum, but it is what it is, yes. I really am just an it is what it is kind of gal. It would do the world a great justice. I have riled them up, haven't I? I'm good as that. Because of my work, I did not agree to the contract at my last location. And so I was moved to a new one. I will be at a new location tonight. We will explore that together. What they did was they straight wired a fluorescent light in my office because I know how light works. It was absolutely unacceptable. It made no sense. I am not going to sit in a Euclidean space and be toasted. At best, I could fry all of your electricity. I have been known to do that. So, I got all of the heads involved because the way that I had it done was correct. And then someone thought that they wanted to go and make up shit and go above me and then straight wire the lights in my office. And so then it was agreed upon that they would undo that. Well, 5 days later, it only took you 5 minutes to fucking straight wire it. Took over 5 days and then a padlock on the breaker. And I said, nope. End it. Put me somewhere else. Not doing this. And I guarantee you that it is the way that it is supposed to be now, because that was the agreement, right? If you don't hold up your end of the agreement, then I will just leave. People would do well to develop not accepting bullshit instead of having people tell them how it's going to be. When you know you're in the right, you tell them how it's going to be, and either they accommodate it, compromise, or you move the fuck along, period. Right? So I was at the new location during the daytime. It's the first 3 days that I've seen in almost 2 years. Yeah. And we were trying to work out, like, so that I wouldn't be working, so many days straight and blah, blah, blah. And I was worried about my sleep schedule, right? Don't want my sleep schedule messed up. And I was speaking to a lady who immigrated from Germany. She's from Berlin. And what she said, her argument made more sense than mine. And she was looking out for the whole, and something that I missed, right? Because I didn't check the weather, and it was going to be storming, and she didn't want to have me in and out of the rain and all this other shit. And so I said, you know what? You're right. And I went and I thanked her whenever I took my day off, the rainy day off, came back in, and I said, I just want to tell you thank you for taking us both into consideration, right? That's how it should be. The world wants to accommodate and appease the nefarious, and I promise you, you can't do enough. You can't do enough. The more you do that, the more they will take. Until you are in absolute chains and miserable. Don't allow it. And I would like to touch back on the Helene and the mountains things and the linemen. See, they don't understand that the whole point of withholding that funding was that so these people wouldn't be helped, because they want these people not to be helped so that they can take over the resources. It benefits them for you to not do what's right, irregardless. It benefits them, and you played right into it because you can't see the bigger picture. And this is how the world perpetuates its own misery and slavery. Yes. You have got to start learning what their strategy is. Yes. Look at the bigger picture. Don't just choose a side and then decide that you're going to fight for it vehemently. No. Be quiet. Do your research. Think, what is the big idea here? Right? And then see how you play a role in that. If everyone focused on themselves and did their part, everything would run smoothly. Yes. Everyone focusing on everyone else is like a corporate bullshit thing, is it not? Like, I don't need to be micromanaged. I am quite capable of knowing what my job is, getting in and doing it. Yes? Imagine how hard it would be for me to work everyone's shifts for them. 24 hours, yes. Well, that would be quite difficult. It is much easier for everyone else to work their shifts than me to work mine, yes. So with the world arguing and bickering amongst one another, it is much easier, and it would be a lot better if everyone just took care of their own shit instead of worrying about everyone else's shit or thinking it is their duty or their job to take care of other people's shit. This is the issue that I had with the contract over there, yes? Woman had absolutely nothing to do with our company. Nothing. But she wanted to insert herself and make decisions where she shouldn't have, where she didn't have the authority to. And the repercussions of her doing that, and the repercussions of me and my track record, right? And my people saying, yeah, you're very fucked up in your assessments here and what you've done. You are not allowed to talk to that company, to our contractors ever again. You're not. So you take your shit to the actual boss, your boss. Your boss will take their shit to our boss, and then our boss will talk to us. Yes. And see, the world should operate if they believe in a God, right? Like, you take your shit to your boss, and the higher, well, it's the lower, in the lower realms, yes, and I'll take my shit to my boss in the higher realms, and we could fucking duke it out from there, yeah? But there will be none of this man-made and created intervention. No, that only works for the lower realms, yes? There won't be any of that. I am not paying someone who is not sufficient with information and judgment to take or give me things. We're not doing that. We're just not. That's why it's so easy for me to burn that paper. I just wanted to see what they were operating on, right? I wanted to know the mechanics of it. So I went to school and learned the mechanics of it. And you know what I learned? You know what I learned? By these little topics that they would have me like do law papers on. You can argue for anything. You can argue for anything. How scary. You can defend the person in the wrong to make them look right. You can defend anything. All right. Ooh, that is not good. And all you have to work with is the little bit of information that they gave you and the little methods and format that they gave you to create the argument in the way that they want you to. This world wants you to validate yourself and you through them. That's not the way it's supposed to work. It's not the way it works. Nope. Nope. That's the way they operate, yeah, but that's like not true to the bone. The way shit works. It works that way if you believe it, if you play into it, if you seek it. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. What these sleazy people who do sleazy things, it can be puppeteered. I have to say, what they do in their lives is none of your business. It is none of my business. And I will not allow them to lead me. They will not be my topics of discussion. No. And they shouldn't be any of yours.